they're trying to do. You could see the levels of deployment, roadblocks everywhere manned by UPDF and police officers, threats of our people being forced to retreat to their houses early because of fearing the military and everything, and of course reports of bribery. And these are issues we've raised with the Electoral Commission. This have been going around bribing voters from the time actually the campaign started. And the issues of protect ballot papers have already been talked about. So people could keep asking us why we come and engage in elections when we know these things are going to happen. For us, first of all, the national platform, we have been making it clear that NUP is everywhere. And that is why we say NUP, when NUP. That's and then we also say Dongolobo, Nito Yoko. That's how we are campaigning in this healthy population leads to development. So we want to emphasize the fact that the regime may threaten our people, scare them, but build the confidence in our people, be able to withstand any kind of intimidation in large numbers, vote, and ensure that their voice is respected. And I will just lastly talk about our brother Mosh, who is in jail now for the 5th day. You can imagine, and yesterday we were led by the law to go and check on him. They promised they are going to release him in complete disregard of the law. So it's extremely unfortunate what they are trying to do. But we are saying if he has committed any offense, take him to court. That's what the law provides for. But you have this person at a police station for 5 days and you're not doing anything. So these are things that are happening, but we thank the people of Omoro for the support they've showed us. The regime has been saying that NUP is only in one part of the country, but we continue to show them that NUP is everywhere. Thank you very much.
SG, may I now invite the leader of the opposition in Parliament, the Right Honourable Mathias, to address us.
Thank you, friends. My name is Mathias Mpuuga. Lubanga Kennedy. You are forgetting my name. I was given that name sometime last year in October when I visited virtually to check on them and share their frustrations and aspirations. My dear sister, Mr. President, our Secretary General, my brother Simon, to you friends in Achoriland, it's very heartwarming sharing this platform today. We had occasion over the week to share with the leaders who came before us the great commitment of the NUP leadership in this area. I'd like to congratulate Dr. Reina and her team for the wonderful work they have been doing in spreading the message of a new Uganda. The new Uganda where everybody is assured of an opportunity. It is the message I carried on behalf of my president to the people of northern Uganda yesterday, and I can tell you it was really very, very heartwarming to see the people of Omoro that are living in very humiliating life conditions rise to hear from us and make a promise that tomorrow they will make their voice heard through the ballot. I would like to thank them for braving the intimidation, for really stomaching the humiliating levels of bribery. So for General Museveni to come tomorrow with a view of intimidating the voters and bribing them, you saw two choppers in Omoro where we passed. The locals never worked. They were really admiring sport-bellied men who would disembark from the two choppers. And they could not believe in their conditions. Because they think they are diseased, they cannot reach them. The people of Omoro, that the vote tomorrow is a vote of your dignity, is a vote about your dignity, is a vote about life aspirations, and sending a message, an unequivocal message to all and sundry that you deserve better. I heard General Museveni say that he didn't know that Omoro doesn't have tarmac to load. Suddenly they decided from the moon to come and intimidate Omoro. So will the people of Omoro summon their courage, summon the gods of Omoro? First of all, to strike those who are humiliating them in the condition in which they are living. But also use tomorrow as an opportunity to send a final message that Omoro is part of Uganda, that Omoro breathes and thinks and cherishes a Uganda that is united. I think we have, since this period, we have debunked the narrative be enclave away from Upper Karuma. That narrative is no more. We can actually confirm what our leaders were telling us, that in the last election, because we were never allowed to really campaign in Acholi land and Lango and West Nile, but actually even our people were never allowed to exercise their freedom of choice. So tomorrow, we're going to make a difference.
Yes.
The message from our candidate to the people of Omoro is what I want to re-echo. That you have really braved enough. The 20,000 has already descended in some families, of course, as a sign of disrespect for the people of Omoro. That now that 7 has left 20,000, they can again tarmac their roads. They can go and build a health center in Omoro, a hospital in Omoro. They probably should go and use that to take their children to school, buy soap and salt and sugar, and go to hospital. The Uganda we want is a Uganda of equals, not a Uganda of haves and have-nots. What we expect tomorrow is to really expose what happened in the last election. And for our friends in the Electoral Commission, I want to tell you from here that we do not trust you. I want you to know that we don't trust you, but we are here to defend the integrity and the dignity of the people of Omoro. We know, and you also know what you did in Kayunga and other places. You don't have our trust. I want you to know. But the jury is out there to see whether you have learned from your past acts of, of bribery, of circumventing and shortchanging the people's wishes. We're going to be supervising the vote and also supervising the Electoral Commission. Whether you have learned your past mistakes, or actually whether you have the sensibility to tone down your impunity of the past. You are in the dock, and the people of Omoro and the entire country is looking at you. We are talking about critique ballot papers. Just like you did in Kayunga, you have to inform the people of Omoro. How did the NRM access ballot papers? We are aware you are preparing to ballot stuff in Akidi, in Rakwana, and there are some places in Rakwaya. We are watching and we are going to be, we have informed the locals to be on the watch out. The beauty about this vote is that the voters know each other in the community. And they're waiting for those strangers we are fed from Mpuuga and other places to go and interfere with their choice. If anybody is to disorganize this election, it will be the connivance and the